and having obviously Matthew Stafford, the just he's a great football player and
Hmm.
understands what McVay needs to get done, and he's putting the ball where it needs to be. And that segues perfectly into this next game because that is not what we are seeing in Chicago. Luke Get
Um,
Luke Getsy's play calling has been absolutely atrocious. Play design even worse, and Justin Fields having zero design runs last week against Tampa Bay, getting 3 yards on the ground despite having a rushing touchdown. Like, how does that even
lock
happen?
this guy up and throw away the key. I mean, he is wasting
Seriously,
Justin Fields' potential. I mean, like,
not only wasting it, literally destroying it.
yeah.
He's eroding the kid's confidence by putting him out there and making him do these ridiculous things. He's giving him way too much to think about when he needs to be playing free, as he's even said in this
Hmm.
like latest interview over the weekend. Um, it's just been a complete nightmare for Justin Fields to start. And I think, based off of what he said, if this guy wants to keep his job, Luke Getsy, the offensive coordinator, if he wants to
Done.
keep his job, he is going to have designed runs this week for Justin Fields. So that means that you have to play Justin Fields, despite his shitty as he's been.
Hmm.
That's his floor. Okay.
Hmm.
We have yet to see him hit his ceiling. One touchdown in each of the first 2 games, one passing and one rushing. Um,
I mean,
he's gonna have to run a lot this game. They're gonna be getting trounced. He's gonna have to make shit happen. Um, I would expect him to run a lot. I expect him to get sacked a lot. I expect him to probably create some turnovers, but you gotta play him.
yeah. And I mean, for as bad as this defense is, for if the Bears have any chance to do anything, Fields is going to be scoring 3 touchdowns plus. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's not a lot of talent on this offense besides him. I mean, sure, there's DJ Moore, there's a pair of decent running backs, but it's all up to him. They just need to get him more design runs because that's what he. I mean, 1,143 yards last year was the number I believe on the ground, which is literal running back numbers.
Yep.
And I think he has about 3 design rushes this year total on the ground, which is like
No,
just
not happening.
it's just
I mean,
laughable.
and the thing that here's the problem also is like because there's no design running, he's not getting outside the pocket. He's being asked to be Tom Brady, and he just
Nobody's
can't.
Tom Brady.
He's not pulling the trigger, man. Like he's got players open, but he's just not, for whatever reason, he is not throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And it's because he's not comfortable and he's thinking too much. He's afraid to make a mistake. He's afraid to throw to the wrong guy, and the coach come getting his shit about it. He
Yeah.
need like for them to have any success, he needs to be on design runs and getting out of the pocket and making a play on the run, extending the play out of the pocket and creating passing lanes that way. For him
Hmm.
to decipher defenses from the pocket, it's not his game. He's not ready to do it. So you got to do other things to get the ball moving. Otherwise, you're going to be the dude's definitely getting fired if they go 0-3 and look horrible.
Hmm.
If they look horrible like they did these first 2 weeks, somebody's losing their job in Chicago.
And like, it's a classic case of like, so like, great coaches meld their scheme around their personnel, and
Mm-hmm.
this is like what we can do, and like really great coaches like Sean McVay can get anyone to buy into their scheme because they know that their scheme is so good that
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna work. But when you're taking your best player on offense, or at least your most dynamic, your face of the franchise, you need to make some amendments or some adjustments or some um like what's the
Yeah.
word like they're like it's not you like my way or the highway. It's what can we do together, because like Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, they have that mind meld. Like they know what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. Like when there's a this juncture of sorts between the quarterback and the OC, it's like you need to make amends and do what's best for like both of them. And it's not having like Justin Fields like drop back and throw to Cole Kmet and Darnell Mooney and these guys. Like that's not how it works. You need runs. You need play action. You need all, you need all these things that can make Justin Fields' tools come out and show him why he was this like highly coveted prospect. And it's just not working so far.
It just doesn't make any to me. It doesn't make any sense to even try and pass protect with Justin Fields. Everything should be based like from an offensive line perspective. Everything they should do should be from like an aggressive standpoint, either running the ball, trying and you're pushing,
Play
play
action.
action, play
Hmm.
action, you're pushing and then you're coming back, or you're pushing to one side to create motion, a pocket to the side because he's rolling out. Um,
I mean,
you
Jesse,
know,
like think, bro. Like it, if we had Roshan and Khalil Herbert and Justin Fields, we could design a scheme to get these like deep like play action shots to, like DJ Moore like down the field. Like they have some weapons if they just think about it
schemed him right.
and use them right. It's like yo, like there's such a clear thing that could work on offense, and they're not doing it. It's like these like big like man, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
It's just it's off.
It's the classic square peg in a round hole.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man.